Royal Finale, Chapter 8, The Playdate. You're driving away from the Vox Nostra Academy with Liam and Amanda, but Queen Amalas has just called with an urgent message. Lena's coming to Montesero to see you. She has an appointment first thing tomorrow. She said she wants to buy some tech for her Gladys company. That's obviously a cover. Amalas? What did you do? My job, tracking down leads so we can take down an ancient international secret society. The information you've been digging up via the VMPR's headquarters and the members led me to some very secure servers, which I've been trying to break into for details about the Empress or Spy Master, the Eye. Achoo! Are you okay? We're getting a lot of background noise. Don't worry about it. My point is... There's a clattering sound over the phone, like metal being scraped against a bowl. Who's with the phone, Mom? Amanda's parents. Hi, Michaela. Hi, Amanda. My mom's helping me make cookies. Just keep stirring without me, Michaela. She lowers her voice as she turns back to the call. The good news is that one server seems to be part of the Eye's personal network. Once I'm in, we should get the name behind the mask. The bad news is it'll take at least a day to crack the encryption, and I must have tripped a warning system during my early tests. So... the Imperi suspect you were snooping around? A weird security ping on a highly restricted server? Yeah. It's safe to say the Spy Queen is on their suspect list. The decryption I'm running won't be done until tomorrow, and the last few stages will be pretty hands-on. Mom, what do you think? Does the dough need more chocolate chips? Sure, Michaela. I don't know how I can crack the server. Can I add some toffee chunks, too? Of course, dear. When Lena will be here watching me like a hawk. And also you're dealing with your daughter? Sounds like you need some backup. Yes, but I need it fast. Maybe you could invite her to something urgent, Cordonia, or send someone to Montesero. I'm going to add this whole bag of sugar, okay? Sounds great, dear. Oh, she tested you. Mom, you aren't even listening to me. Amalas audibly sighs over the phone. I'm sorry, Michaela. I've just got a lot on my plate right now. Then why don't we split the load? Amanda, how would you like it if Daddy and I took you to Playdate with Michaela? Yes, please. I want to see Rizzo. We can meet up tomorrow. Say, right when your appointment with Lena is supposed to start. Amanda and Michaela can hang out, and we'll keep my sister occupied. Riley, Liam, you two are lifesavers. Mom, when I put the cookies in the oven, is it supposed to start smoking? I'll see you tomorrow, if my castle's still standing. Back in Valtoria, your friends help pack Amanda's favorite toys for your next term. So let me get this straight, you're going on a play date with Lena? Lena, who is right-hand woman of our masked friends? And is also a masked friend herself. Yes, Amalas needs some extra help around the castle, and this is the only time she and Michaela were free. It's gonna be fun. We can play games and talk to Lena and maybe even have tea and cookies. True, but, and you'll get to ride on a boat to get there. While Maxwell helps Amanda assess the last of her toys, Rick turns to you and Liam. I'm all for Amanda having a good time, but you two should really be careful around Lena. I know what she means to you, Liam, but she's still... The Imperi I haven't forgotten. We'll watch our backs. If we want Lena to believe this really convenient playdate, though, we should show up looking the part. Amanda perks up with the word playdate. Are you gonna play dress up for playtime? Mommy is willing to try on something new. I like how they just throw it at you. Working mom! And new looks good on me. You still got the working mom who still knows how to have fun down, Pat. You're a shoo-in for Mother of the Year. Then, if everything's all packed, are you ready for another trip with Mommy and Daddy, Amanda? Yeah, adventure. Adventure is right, kiddo. Don't have too much fun without us. And don't eat anything I wouldn't eat. You'd eat anything as long as it's sweet. One boat ride later, your family travels through the streets of Montesero to a familiar throne room, but you aren't the only guests. Enough dawdling, Amalas. I have a proposed invoice right here, which I'll look over once I'm sure that you're totally comfortable. Help yourself to another cracker. I've already had another cracker. Polly wants another cracker. Then how about a third one? Lena! I missed you! Princess Amanda and Riley and Liam. What an interesting coincidence. A good one, hopefully. We didn't know you knew Queen Amalas. And I didn't know you all were acquainted. We've met in passing, but I'm here on business. Amanda! Michaela dashes in and gives Amanda an excited hug. I'm so glad you came to visit. This Playdate is going to have everything. Hang on. Queen Amalas and I still have a meeting to finish. Why don't you reschedule this little Playdate for another time? Lena? You want to run that by my daughter? Because it sounds like you want us to turn around and take her home. But we just got here. Amanda puffs out her lower lip, her eyes shining with either very real or very convincing tears. Can I stay? We could all play together. Easy, everyone. I can host our Playdate and Lena's appointment. That sounds efficient and mutually beneficial. Our family would love to spend more time with you. He smiles gently at Lena as she holds her brother's gaze for a moment and then looks away, her expression unreadable. Please, Mommy dressed up in everything. As Lena glances over at you, you smooth down your outfit, trying to sell the busy working parent vibes as hard as you can. Because we're normally not? Question mark? Fine. I wouldn't want you to be all dressed up and with nowhere to go. Are you flirting with me? Perfect, Riley. Will you help me put together some snacks for all these wonderful guests? Of course. Don't you have servants to do that? Yes, I do. But, you know what they say about making ants on a log? If you want to do it right, you have to arrange them yourself. Ants on a log? What the hell? No? While Liam stays with Lena and the girls, Amalas hustles you into the castle's kitchen. She immediately heaves a sigh of relief. Oh, thanks for the last minute assist. Thank me after we get Lena out of your hair. Right, I've got the encryption running on this tablet. Pulls out a small, sleek tablet out from under her blazer. But if Lena sees what I'm really doing, we're all toast, along with any hope of taking down the Imperi. Well, then it's a good thing we can distract her with our adorable children. Lena's super oblivious. Distract her with her adorable children. She tries to hide it, but I think Lena has a soft spot for kids. Using your daughter as a method of distraction. I'm impressed, Riley. You almost sound like a spy. You'd be surprised how often I have to think like one when saving a kingdom. Ready to grab some snacks and walk back in there smiling? As ready as I'll ever be. A few minutes later, Amalas fiddles with her tablet while everyone sits around a table full of assorted Montesseran snacks. So, Lena, what's this important meeting with Amalas about? The Gladys Company is looking to buy new drones for scouting and reconnaissance. As their captain, I came here to negotiate. Oh, well, you definitely came to the right place. And we're flattered by your interest. I'm just looking up the specific models you requested. She types rapidly on her tablet while Lena waits, arms crossed over her chest. According to this wounds, we have apples. You have to see the harvest. I can't see apples helping with my reconnaissance work. Oh, that's where you're wrong. See, what you do is you put a cyanide capsule in the apple. What? No, but they're yummy. And when they aren't surprisingly sour. Beep, beep, beep. Is that some kind of security alert? No, that was just one of my personal alarms. Gotta reserve some of my plants. Lena narrows her eyes and leans towards Amalas, angling for a glimpse of her tablet. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-O. Who should distract Lena? Amanda. Amanda, was there something you wanted to ask Lena? I want to ask a million somethings. Lena tenses for a moment, then turns towards Amanda with a small sigh. How about you start with just one? Okay, what's your favorite kind of pet? I never had any pets, but I guess I always liked a dog. They're loyal, dependable. A puppy! Yeah, sure, that too. By the time Lena manages to sneak a look at Amalas' tablet, Amalas is scrolling harmlessly through a file folder, but you see her tapping her foot impatiently under the table. Amalas, if you need to go take care of those plants, maybe we should get out of your way for a while. Michaela, are there any games we could play outside? Of course, our garden is perfect for hide and seek. Hide and seek! Sounds like Amanda's a fan of that idea. Amalas frowns at her tablet and reluctantly tucks it into her blazer. That's because you're expecting a tablet to do what, like, a server should be doing. I wish I could join you, but I can't find any, or find all these schematics Lena requested. I'll have to check the archives after watering those plants. Alright, I'll come along. But we need you for hide and seek. And I need to finish the business I came here for. I have a lot of highly secure intel around here, Lena. If you want to come with me, you'll have to sign about 24 NDAs first. Let my mom find your drone stuff while you play hide and seek. Yeah, unless, you're afraid we'll beat you. There isn't a winner in hide and seek. Yes there is. There is if you're good at it. Lena's gaze flickers over you, Amalas and Liam, and then she sighs. Fine, one round. Yay! Michaela leads you all to one of the castle's gardens. Beyond the trickle of a natural waterfall, you can hear waves crashing on Metisro's nearby shore. Pretty. Beautiful scenery. Lots of hiding places. This is perfect. Now, how should we decide who's... You're in! Amanda tags you on the shoulder and then darts away. Hey, I didn't realize it was hide-and-seek tag. You heard Amanda, Riley. Michaela and Amanda race into the garden together, giggling, while Liam and Lena sprint away in different directions. Oh, it's on. I'll chase. Why does she seem so surprised while everyone else seems happy and she just seems meh? I'll chase my daughter. You race after your daughter, who quickly vanishes into a lush garden. I'm gonna catch you. Don't find me. On Amanda's giggles give her away. Her hiding place behind a tree. You race around its trunk and tag her with a flurry of tickles. The tagger has become the taggee. No! She laughs and wriggles away from the tickles, then suddenly stops, her eyes lighting up with mischief. If I meant, I get to tickle mommy back. Oh, I've made a terrible mistake. You race to the garden, desperately looking for a hiding place, when you spot an unusual shadow falling from a crossbar between two pillars. Lena, how'd you get on top of that thing? Shh! Don't give away my position. Sorry. You duck behind one of the pillars as Lena appears across the garden from her vantage point. Doesn't look like anyone followed you. Then, while we hide from my husband and the princesses, can I ask you something? I want to know if you trust me. You've been on my first mission, my friends, and I have been in the Empyre for a while now. I just want to know if you trust me. Honest answer. My honest answer is that I don't trust most people. Period. So you're saying I'm in good company? I'm saying you're easily distracted. She swings down from the top of the pillar, landing a solid 5 feet away from you, just before Michaela rushes out of the bushes and tags you. Ah. The other players emerge from the garden one by one. Amanda and Michaela's eyes are sparkling from all the excitement.
Did Lena win hide and seek?
Well, technically, I did find her. Liam slips an arm around your waist and whispers in your ear. And we definitely kept her away from Amalas. No, I'm thirsty. Mom and I usually have afternoon tea after a game like that.
Do you like tea, Lena?
I haven't had much of it.
What do you drink at tea parties?
Never had one. Both of the girls gasp in horror. Then you have to have tea with us.
We can have a tea party, right, Daddy?
We absolutely could. It's a special treat to have your first tea party hosted by a princess. Lena shifts her weight from one foot to the other for the first time. Since you've met her, she looks unsure of herself. I'm dressed for a shootout, not scones. Then we can find you something pretty and sparkly to wear in my dress-up closet. Sparkly? Oh no, you said the like, allergenic word.
It'll be fun!
While Michaela tries to explain the importance of sparkles to Lena, your phone buzzes. Please tell me you're keeping Lena busy. Are you asking because you totally hacked the server and you want me to come high-five you? No, I'm asking because whoever designed the server's last firewall is a genius, and I hate them, but I also want to shake their hand. I can crack it, but I need you to buy me another half an hour. What if I need to take over one of your parlors and throw an impromptu tea party? Hypothetically speaking, do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes, huh? Host a tea party for Lena. Ah. Michaela, I need to talk to your head chef about some tiny sandwiches, because it is tea time. Kids in unison, hooray! A few minutes later, you gather in one of the castle's parlors where servants have begun laying out sandwiches and cookies. Everything looks so small and fragile. Yep. Well, hey, no judging the sandwiches until you're wearing something party appropriate.
Wait, Mommy, Daddy, Lena's dress-up will be a surprise.
I bet it will. The two girls grab Lena's arms and trot the surprised mercenary upstairs before she can protest. A few minutes later, the girls reappear, grinning from ear to ear. Unless she has makeup scribbled all over her face, it's not really truly a little girl's dressing up a grown adult. Honored guests, we give you
a sparkle Princess Lena!
For the record, I asked to raid Amalas' closet for one of those classy pantsuits, but I was overruled. Okay, this doesn't look right at all. She looks just a bit too masculine for, like, this type of dress. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Tell me in the comment section below if you agree with, like, what you're seeing, but for me, the dress does not fit her well. It really doesn't. I feel like Pixelberry's art job just, I don't know. There's words maybe at the end of the video. It's weird to see you out of Kevlar. I have other outfits. They just aren't as pink, sparkly, frilly. Both. She awkwardly swings her voluminous skirt around so she can slide in the chair while servants begin to bring out more food and pots of tea. So, do I get to eat these tiny sandwiches now? Not yet. Tea parties have a lot of special rules.
Extra rules for sparkle princesses.
Right. And, what rules are those exactly? Amanda furrows her brows with an adorable level of intensity, thinking hard.
First, everyone has to bow.
You and Liam share an affectionate grin and bow to each other from your seats, as Michaela and Lena also follow Amanda's decree. Next rule is that you always offer your guest first pick of the sandwiches. As one of our guests, Lena can go first. Thanks. You all watch Lena gingerly bite into a curried chicken sandwich that's been cut into delicate shapes. Oh, this is really good.
Tea party food has to be super yummy.
Oh, that's another big rule. Maybe the biggest rule of all. What other tea party rules do you have in Cordonia? I'm sure Riley could share a few. You nudge Liam under the table as he grins at you. Lena and the kids look at you expectingly. We have a rule that everyone has to sing the pouring song while the tea is poured. The first person to finish their scone is Tea Princess. Does the Tea Princess win anything? Well, just the honor of being Tea Princess. And I'll be official judge of the scone consumption. You ready, Amanda, Michaela?
Yeah.
Alright, ready, set, scone! Everyone begins shoveling their scones in their mouth. Lena immediately crumbles hers into smaller pieces to get through more of them at once. Her scone is just about gone when you see her pause, looking at Amanda, and slow down. A second later, Amanda wolfs down her last piece of scone and cheers. And we have a winner.
Woohoo! I'm the Tea Princess.
That's our Amanda. Not bad, kid. After Lena takes her first sip of tea, looking pleasantly surprised by its flavor, Liam catches her eye. You should always, you should try sipping it the proper way, like this. Yes, with your pinky out. Liam demonstrates by holding her cup high and sticking his pinky out before taking a sip. I thought people only did that in movies. No, that's a literal thing. In the movies and when they want to have fun. Lena hesitates, but when she sees Amanda looking at her expectantly, she sticks out her pinky too. She gingerly takes another sip. How does it feel? Ridiculous. But not in a terrible way. I'm proud of you. We shouldn't be enjoying all this without our host, though. I should go find Amalas. No, don't do that. Excuse me? What I meant is, you can't go until Amanda says you can. You can't leave a tea party without your host's okay.
And your teacup's still full.
You shrug at Lena, as if to say it's her call. Fine, I guess it's Amalas' loss. Your servants pour another round of tea. And as everyone drinks, you see Michaela glancing curiously at Lena. Are you from Cordonia, Lena? Like Amanda and Riley and Liam? Lena tenses for just a moment at the question, but her voice is perfectly neutral when she replies. No, I grew up in Valentine. It must not be very fun if you don't have tea parties.
Yeah.
What was it like? It was beautiful, cold, but I always loved the snow, and there was plenty of hot springs to warm you up. I might not have had tea parties, but I got to go sledding almost every day when I finished my lessons. And the people there were kind, even if the castle's rules were strict. Amanda wrinkles her nose at the mention of rules.
Rules like brush your teeth for a long time before bedtime.
Lena hesitates, clearly remembering something much more less pleasant than toothbrushing. But she nods anyway. Yeah, rules like that. So... what else did you do for fun as a kid? If you weren't having tea parties, did you have a snowball fight, tag, a pet polar bear? Yeah, sometimes, and I wish. Oh, but once I was old enough, I spent most of my free time learning self-defense.
You're strong like Auntie Olivia.
Do you think you could beat her in a duel? Me versus the Duchess, who brings a knife to every gunfight, no problem. Your phone buzzes discreetly. You glance down to see a text from Amalas. I'm almost to the last firewall, so you can wrap up your tea party. Do we have to? If you want to see the entail I'm about to download, yes. Fine. But only because we're getting tragically low on petite fours. She's like a child, I swear to God. Everything alright, Riley? Everything's great. But I think we're just about eating every petite four in Montesero.
Some more tea party.
Maybe we could finish the last sandwiches on our plates first? Just so we don't waste them. Good call. The last of the tea is poured, sandwiches and tiny desserts are eaten, and as everyone's plates are empty, you lift your teacup, pinky raised high. I think such a special tea party deserves a farewell toast.
Yes, toast, toast, toast.
The kids and Liam lift their teacups and Lena follows suit. Here's to the magic of friendship. No matter who you are or where you're from, everyone can come together over a pot of tea. Here, here. Lena lifts her cups in response to the toast. Cheers. And thank you all for inviting me to your tea party, Princess Amanda, Princess Michaela. She glances around the room, taking in Amanda's beaming smile, the gilded teapots, the tiny food, and the rare smile lights up her face again. I think I get the appeal. I hoped you would. As the kids get up from their seats, Liam stands as well and offers a hand to his sister. She looks at it for a moment, like she's thinking of brushing it away, and then lets him pull her to her feet. You're sturdier than you look. And you're capable of having fun. Convincing people to have fun is pretty much our brand. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna change. Why? You look so pretty in your pretty pink outfit. While Lena disappears upstairs, Amalas ducks into the room, catching your eye. Riley, can I borrow you for a second? You follow Amalas into a side room where she quickly pulls at the tablet she's been working on. While you were having tea with the enemy, for the greater good, which includes making my daughter happy, I cracked the server. The I's real name is Omar Amal. She pulls up a photo. Well, we've never seen the man. How friendly. We've literally never seen the guy. Interesting. So he's the really great spy hacker guy? Okay. I don't think I've ever met him before. Well, it makes sense that their spy master would want to keep a low profile. But not low enough to hide from Riley and the Spy Queen. Yeah, but that makes him the Spy King. You hold up your hand for Amala, victory high five, and Amala turns back to her tablet. I found something else interesting on the server. She flips through various screens of code, partially decrypting files. Most of the files I've downloaded are business records, but a few reference something called the Black Ledger. Omnibus. Never heard of it. Do you think it's some sort of financial record? Ledger is banky word, right? She shrugs. Part of being royalty is having people who handle your money for you, so your guess is as good as mine. I haven't found anything about the Empress, but there are some dossiers on there, too. I saw files on the Circle, your family, meaning they've got official records about us? Yep, I can try to download them if you want, see what they're thinking, and what other intel they might have on the Circle. This is your chance to see a diamond choice. Download the dossiers. Do it. We might not ever get the opportunity like this again. Typing on via Imperi intel coming right up. She types a few commands within a few seconds and a cluster of files appears on the screen. They've got a file on Liam, but the database is corrupted. I can access their files on Amanda and you, though. Which do you want to see first? Amanda. I want to know what they have on my daughter. Amanda Vinti, background is the 4-year-old daughter of Queen Riley and King Liam. She is the crown princess of Cordonia, raised between Valtoria, the Queen's private estate, and the royal palace, with help from the royal's friends and highly trained staff. A now compromised asset placed close to the family spoke very highly of her upbringing, and previous reports indicated that she is in the top developmental percentiles for her age group. Assessment: too early to determine usefulness at this age. However, the former asset we is assigned to monitor the princess's family, provided a basic psychological profile. See below. Likes cake, parents, ice cream, apples, every small animal she has ever seen. Picture books, particularly fat kitty. Dislikes vegetables, bedtime, overly lifelike puppets. So pretty much, though, psychological profile of every child known to man. Well, Bastien got her likes and dislikes right. But too early to determine usefulness? That's actually pretty fair. I mean, her fine motor skills have come a long way, but she's still got a lot of growing to do. Yes, she's 4. True, but with you and Liam raising her, she's off to a pretty great start. Pull up my file next. Riley Venti. Her rise to Cordonian fame and her marriage to King Liam are a matter of public record and have also been fictionalized in Maxwell Belmont's memoir, The Royal Romance. What is not publicly known, however, is that Riley has foiled several VMPiri plots since her early days in the kingdom. She and her husband defeated Anton and the Sons of Earth despite our funding of their efforts, and they later foiled her asset Bartholomew Beaumont, preserving Cordonia's independence. She has proven herself to be a formidable rival, but we hope she will be equally formidable asset now that she and King Liam have joined our ranks. Assessment. Her idealism explains her popularity with the Cordonian people, but it may make her difficult to fully convert to the cause. Suggest additional encouragement to ensure her ideals remain an asset and will not become a liability. Despite promising early assignments, she chose Rena over Margaret to rule Avernol. The defiance of the Circle's explicit wishes suggests that further monitoring may be needed. All in all, Riley is one of the most valuable assets we've acquired in years, but her reliability has not been fully tested. Official ruling pending further assessment. You've made one hell of an impression. Yeah, but not enough for them to fully trust me yet. How many more hoops do I have to jump through to defeat an international secret society? Sadly, I think there's only one way to find out. Looks like that's everything we can get on your family, but as for the Circle... She types some commands, swipes one window off the screen, opens 2 others, and pumps her fist in excitement. There they are. Show me the Empress's dossier. Empress. Information is highly classified. See Black Ledger. That's all. There's gotta be more. Moss tries a few more commands and shakes her head. There's no redacted section or anything to recover. That's all they wrote. Well, they mentioned that Black Ledger again. Whatever it is must be important. Whose file should I pull up next? Lena. The Fist. Background: raised in redacted and trained from a young age in a variety of fighting styles, including Krav Maga and Sistema. All assessments of her marksmanship indicate a 97% or higher accuracy rate. In short, she's a skilled and formidable soldier. High-profile missions include redacted, assets successfully acquired redacted, a success with minor casualties, despite significantly higher casualty projections and redacted. The Fist was able to escape entirely undetected. Project Lioness remains on standby, though the Fist has continued to express her interest in it. Assessment of service. She is not only the youngest Fist to serve the Imperi to date, but also the most loyal. By all accounts, she has been an invaluable asset to our cause, and will be an essential part of our future plans. Note, an older version of this file listed her shooting accuracy as 95%, and the Fist requested that corrected to 97. Oh, okay. Project Lioness. The lion is part of Cordonian's royal crest. That must be what Eric threatened us with. Their plan to put Lena on the throne if we didn't join the VMPiri. That is a good thing you did. Under these circumstances, I'd be impressed by your sister-in-law. I just hope he'll be willing to take her down with the rest of them when the time comes. When the time comes, Liam... We'll put Cordonia first. Maybe we can find a different kind of loyalty in Lena. I know Liam will put Cordonia first, along with the rest of his family. You glance back at the conference room to where your husband and daughter sit beside Lena. Amalas nods. He does always seem to make the noble choice. Whose file should I pull up next? I feel like Eric should be last. The voices, Dossier. Background, the voice has worn the mask for 4 years. Under her leadership, the VMP's media supervision has reached a genuinely impressive new level. We owe our current influence over most social media platforms to the Voice's initiatives. She successfully led over 36 social media campaigns to elect VMP candidates or to prevent candidates with anti-VMP objectives from being elected. Known to be fond of travel, especially to tropical locales, romance novels, she is also extremely devoted single mother with 1 child. Assessment of service, her work has been highly successful, and she is advised to be wary of drawing too much attention to her public persona. Why would you mention my daughter in this file? I want that redacted immediately. If you don't want every member of the VMP to know about her, you shouldn't talk about her so much when you're in the mask. Easy for you to say when you don't even have a personal life to talk about. Well, that must be Eric then. Is it just me or is there a lot of tension between the voice and the eye? It's not just you. I'm pretty sure they hate each other's guts. If our business is social media, and his business is keeping secrets, everything about our job must be a security nightmare. Maybe we can just use that to our advantage somehow? Whose file should we pull up next? The eye. Just everything's redacted. Just redacted. Just everything. Assessment of service, those familiar with my record will know that it speaks for itself. Look, just because you don't like the annual assessments doesn't mean you get to redact your whole file. I'm happy to let the voice unredacted if she can figure out how. Unfortunately, that would require learning actual code instead of starting new Twitter threads. Redacted. Redacted. Stop redacting my comments, you egomaniacal. Make me. Okay, I like him so far. Well, that was informative. It's nice to know that even the most powerful people in the world aren't above petty comment wars. And finally, Eric. Oh, I can only imagine how braggadocious this is going to be. The current face has worn the mask for 5 years. He is highly characteristic, educated in the histories of the Imperial-controlled nations and their neighbors, and a polyglot fluent in English, Spanish, French, Russian, and Mandarin. Known to be fond of all top-shelf liquor, early 20th century American history, and antique cars, perhaps too fond of the latter. Personal, assessment of service. His public persona has been highly valuable in winning new allies, knowingly and unknowingly, to our cause. However, this persona and his natural tendencies have led him to reveal too much on these certain occasions. See file on incident at redacted embassy. He has been warned against oversharing in the wrong circles. I see the eye has ignored my request to list my official royal title in my file. Calling yourself the Magnanimous does not make it official or relevant. Oh, it sounds like Eric, right? Yeah, but the thing is we never have any information on, their likes or dislikes. I still can't believe the face of the vampire used to hang out with me and complain about his cars. Yeah. Do you think he was trying to recruit you? Amalas snores. By annoying me to death, it's more likely he was trying to keep tabs on me. Luckily for me, he hasn't had time for a visit ever since he recruited you and your friends. Yeah, luckily for you. It looks like that's everything. Then you'd better cover your tracks. And thanks for digging this up. I'm sure we can put this info to use. I'll send you a copy in case you want to read the files again later, but for now... Amalas starts typing another command on her tablet just as Lena strides into the room. You've been dodging me and fiddling with the damn tablet all day, Amalas. Technology can be a pain. If we had a few more minutes... I want to know what's really going on right now. He snatches the tablet out of Moss's hand, then blinks in confusion at the drone schematics filling the screen. I was just about to bring you those. Sorry about the wait. Our drones are still cutting edge, but our filing system is more 19th century. She's working on updating it. How would you know this? Seriously. Then what did you call Riley in here for? To schedule another playdate? She just wanted, to some parenting advice. We didn't bore you with much with a bunch of mom talk. It's just hard to find other royals with young kids who understand what it's like, you know? I can't imagine. So, Lena, should we talk prices? The Marxie isn't cheap, but if you're buying in bulk, it might be able to cut you a discount. Oh, you're gonna cut me a discount after keeping me waiting for hours. Oh, I respect a woman who's not afraid to drive a hard bargain. And I'll leave you both to it. You find Liam and Amanda back at the main hall with Michaela. Amalas finally found those schematics she was looking for. Oh, then it's time we headed home.
Let's play soon, more soon, Michaela.
I'd love that. Once Amanda hugs Michaela goodbye, you lead your family out of Montesoro's castle. By schematics, I assume you mean... No, Liam, ever the wise. We got the eye's name. Omar Amal. Then we've ID'd almost all of them except, Wait up. Lena races out of the castle after you. Lena, is everything okay? You left before I could pass along a message. The Circle wants to meet you tomorrow at a private lodge in the Alps. Do they want to have a playdate too? They want to have a chat. Then we'll be there. A chat with just Riley. Oh my god, we're doomed! Is the Circle on you? Find out in the next chapter. Well, without further ado, thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And down description below, links to social media, Discord, if you'd like to support me and my content. Without further ado, thank you all for watching. It means a lot. Please make sure to hit that like button. Share the video, share the channel, and above all, make sure to hit that subscribe button. As you can see, we've put out a lot of content over the past week. And, yeah. And now we have 2 permanent members of this community that are adorable, fuzzy, and are currently running around making a mess in my room, but I digress. Once again, thank you all for watching. Tons of more content to come, let alone, if you aren't a part of our Discord, you should really become a member. We will be streaming some movies here soon in the Discord, especially because it's Halloween, my favorite holiday of the year, which should honestly be a holiday all year round, if I'm being frank. But, yeah, consider joining, and also a lot of game giveaways and things like that. So, consider checking that out. Peace out.